Yeah, so a big question is still, what are the next steps? For me, I've been talking to parents in schools. For parents, now they're just in the nitty-gritty of it and they're researching, they're going online, they're doing school visits, they're just trying to figure out what is the best and affordable option for their students. And a lot of that, it's going to take a year or so. You know, this process still needs to be ironed out by the comptroller's office. So until then, they're just in a waiting game doing the research that they can right now.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be really interesting. We're going to be watching how many students take advantage of this program, which students take advantage of this program. I saw there was this tweet from the Arizona Department of Education. In 2022, they estimated around 75% of voucher applicants had never attended a public school. So is this going to be students that were already in private school who are going to benefit from this, or are we going to see an influx of new families?
And that is the great unknown, and that's obviously something that we're going to be watching, but the Texas legislature is also going to be watching. And I was having a discussion with one of the Republican lawmakers who voted for this program, and he said to me that if it turns out that there are mostly students who are part of the program were already in private school, that's going to be a black eye for the state, because the state has really tried to gear this to low-income families and to disabled students. And so if that doesn't happen, and the Democrats were right, that's going to be perhaps problematic for Republican lawmakers. And the other thing that I'm really focused on is right now this program is capped at $1 billion for the first year, the 2026-27 school year. But there have been budgeted forecasts that have alarmed Democrats because those budgets by the state show that it would be as much as $6 billion, a little over $6 billion for the next 2-year period, 27-28 school year, 28-29. And then after that, it would go even higher. For the next 2-year period after that could be up to $8 billion. And I asked the governor about this, and he said that's really going to be up to the legislature to decide how big they want to go, how expensive they want this to go.
Yes, State Representative Gary Van Dever, one of the Republicans who opposed it, he was concerned about that too. He says we're in a time of surplus. What happens when we're in a time of deficit? And he said, I really don't see us, offering this to students and then pulling the rug out from under them. He says he worries that the cuts in the future, when cuts need to be made, will be coming from public school. So again, it's not just the kids who opt for private school that we're going to be looking at and how they're affected and what benefit they get, but how this affects the kids who stay in public school and the impact there. So,
yeah, there are a lot of costs, involved, because, there's still property tax relief that still is impacted every session that people get. And so I think that's definitely going to be something worth watching.
There's definitely a lot of questions. A lot left to flesh out. Jack, Andrea, thank you for joining me in this conversation, a very meaty conversation about school choice. We'll have more for you guys coming up in the next special, and thank you guys for watching at home.